You mentioned a few days ago that winning is just the cherry on top for you, and that the fun is even a bit more important. So how much fun did you have today on the court?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. The crowd was really rooting for me, and I mean, I had a great tournament, and I'm looking forward for doubles tomorrow. Yeah.
Was it just a bit overwhelming the last few days with the Osaka win?
No, I mean, I was disappointed I lost, obviously, but I don't really think anything with Naomi or my previous matches had anything to do, I think. And naturally, when I lose, I'm just a bit emotional.
You had a tremendous run here, a fantastic run here. Let me ask you this. What lessons are you going to take from this tournament and specifically from this match as you go forward?
That I'm capable of coming back. I know my second round I was down. And also, I think I just improved since Auckland to now. I think even though it was like a short amount of time, just a week, but I honestly feel like I improved a lot in that week. So with more training, I'm sure I'll do better.
I believe the first time you played Kenin, what stood out to you about her game, and what, if anything, did she do that gave you particular trouble today?
Yeah, she definitely put a lot of balls in the court. She's quick, and also her drop shots. I was getting to them, but I didn't necessarily play the drop shots right. And I think I made a lot of errors today as well.
What are some of the things you talked about that you brought to this slam from the U.S. Open, new parts of your game?
Yeah, I felt like even though I double faulted today, but a lot, but my serve is definitely better. I think my return is better, and I think I move forward. I'm happy of how I moved, transition from like the baseline to the net. I'm happy on how I've been doing that this week. So it's something I want to continue to improve on for my next tournaments.
How has the doubles you've been playing helped you with that?
A lot. I think after my doubles, I'm pretty sure I was more comfortable going to the net because you just have that doubles match and you get those tough volleys that you don't normally get in singles, so it gives you more confidence.
Coco, in terms of the next couple of months, what do you think your schedule looks like? What tournaments are you sort of thinking you'll be playing?
So I only have one more tournament left, I'm pretty sure, so that one's obviously Indian Wells. For sure playing Miami, and then after that, I'm not sure.
Speaking of Indian Wells, have you ever been to California? Do you have any thoughts about that? Any thoughts about Indian Wells?
Yeah, I've been to California a couple times. I did play Easter Bowl there once, and I've also been in the past years, I've been going to Palm Springs a lot with Jose. And USTA, so they have a training camp there. So I've done that. So I've been to Palm Springs a couple times. I haven't, and I also did the 125 last year, the 125 right before the big Indian Wells. I did that too.
What's Jose like? He's such an experienced.
Yes.
Just talk a moment.
Definitely. I think he understands the game really well, and he helped with me being more comfortable really with the slice, and definitely helped with my backhand volley. I used to volley with two hands, and I remember basically the drill we used to do all the time for like 45 minutes is just one hand behind the back, constantly hitting backhand volleys. So now I have a one-hander backhand volley because of him, and a better slice.
You play 3 slams now.
Yes.
Which of the 3 do you prefer? Where do you think your game will relish and flourish in the future? Talk about the French Open. Are you going for that as well?
Yeah, for sure, French Open. I don't really. I mean, I guess I like U.S. Open, but it's hard to say because I have such good matches at all the slams, and like the Australian crowd is unbelievable, even Wimbledon. So like, I mean, before going into Australia, U.S. Open's always been my favorite, but now I'm pretty sure it's close between Australia and U.S. Open. So we'll see with more experience as I can play more of them a couple times. But yeah, I really, really, truly love it here.
So what do you think you've learned the most about yourself in this trip in particular, and have you surprised yourself in the last month at all?
I feel like, well, with the first one, I feel like the thing most proud of myself is how I handled on the court. I mean, even though today I lost the set 6-0, was still believing that I can win. I didn't think I showed any negative emotion too much in the match, so I just tried my best. And I guess what surprised me is how calm I was going into all these matches. I wasn't really nervous, and I just was coming in pretty calm. So I'm happy that I'm not letting the moment seem too big than what it is.
Coco, obviously this is an Olympic year. Tokyo's coming up. Do you have your sights set on Tokyo at all?
Well, yeah, that's definitely the goal. Hopefully I can get my ranking up and qualify. I'm pretty sure the cutoff is French Open, and I'm pretty sure I only have like maybe 3 tournaments before French Open, so it'll be difficult, but I mean, I'm going to try as hard as possible. I definitely do want to play the Olympics, and yeah, I mean, it'll be pretty cool.
You just mentioned how much you love the Australian Open and the Australian crowd. Have you been surprised by how much you were really the crowd favourite out there today?
Yeah, I was surprised. I got the Aussie chant today. I don't know if it was because Australia Day or I don't know. But yeah, I really didn't think I would be such a favorite. I don't know why, but like, you know, you get a couple people in the crowd cheering for you. I mean, U.S. Open, I expected to be the favorite, but here I didn't really know what to expect. But the whole stadium was really rooting for me in all my matches. So that was really surprising considering this isn't my home slam and I hadn't done well in juniors here. So I don't know why I get the Aussie chant, but hopefully I continue to get an Aussie chant, and I guess I'm an adopted Australian now and French person because I have my whole team's French basically.
Coco, how would you describe the energy between Melbourne Arena and Laver Arena?
I don't know. Even though Rod Laver is bigger, I don't know why Melbourne Arena appears bigger when playing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like similar energy. I think there's more kids definitely on the Melbourne arenas, just because of the tickets. You know, I think there's no tickets to go into that, so it's definitely a younger crowd, I feel like. But I feel like between Melbourne and Rod Laver, the energy is pretty similar. Margaret was different, not as much energy, I feel like, just because it's also smaller. But I think Rod Laver and Melbourne, honestly, you couldn't tell that this Melbourne arena was smaller by, like, I don't know, 4,000 people. I'm not sure the number.
You said the other day you want to be the greatest. That's your end goal.
Yeah.
So what's the next goal, the next short-term goal? Is it to win a tournament or go far on a slam? What's achievable? And could you win a slam by 20? I mean, what's your sort of short-term goal?
My short-term goal is to improve. I mean, that's the main thing. I'm doing well right now at 15, and I still have so much I feel like I can get better on. And even my parents, my team, they all believe I can get better. Like, this isn't really, I don't even think this is close to a peak for me, even though I'm doing well right now. So, yeah, the goal is just to really get better and, you know, have these good runs at tournaments and building up my experience and playing more tournaments, just so I can be ready for matches like this today.
The other night you were charming when you sort of said to yourself, what is my life? If you had to answer that question, what would you say? What are your...
I don't know. I don't know what my life is. Yeah, I don't think it's hard to answer that just because I don't know. I couldn't really write this. I don't think anybody could really write how this past couple months have gone. But it's definitely I'm definitely going to savor this and continue to kind of build and get better to work for moments like this and moments like that last match. And even today, even though I lost, I still had a lot of fun. I mean, now looking back, I'm not as disappointed anymore.
I think it was Scott with you at Wimbledon and the U.S. Open, the hitting partner. Is that right?
Yes.
And who did you have here?
I had Axel. We call him Lamiche. He's a lefty, and he's French. He's a good player. Yeah, I think he was ranked 160 or something. And, yeah, he's played a lot of people here, so sometimes we make fun of him and we say, did you beat this guy or lose to this guy?
what makes a good hitting partner? What do you like about someone that you're sparring with throughout the tournament?
Well, to get the balls in the court, that's the main thing. And also, I liked when my hitting partners give me feedback on what they're feeling. Some players prefer when their hitting partners are silent, but I like mine to be pretty vocal about what I can get better. And the main thing, the biggest thing with my team when picking the people is the positivity. Because sometimes I still have a tendency, but I used to be worse about being negative on myself. So the biggest thing was to have a positive team, and yeah, I think that showed in my results too. Thank you.